Welcome to Kenzies Kitchen. I'm going to be filming on two different things here. Tonight we're having filet mignon with Brussels sprouts. I'm having cauliflower rice and an arugula salad, and then I'm making Brussels sprouts and potatoes as another option. I've already let the steaks marinade right here. Or marinate. Is it marinade or marinade? They're both about 6 ounces. I have, let me go get the seasonings. Apple cider vinegar on there. And then I think seasoning your steak really heavily helps. Also, already in pajamas over here because it's 7 p.m. Okay, used smoked paprika, this Tony Creole seasoning, that's the key, and also this one, umami, which it doesn't have to be Trader Joe's brand, it could be anything, and then black garlic, and then just doused it in apple cider vinegar. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn on the oven to 500 degrees. We're gonna let that heat up. I have half a tablespoon of avocado oil in here. This is a cast iron skillet. This is what we'll be cooking our steaks in. And I'm going to put this in the oven while it heats. And while that heats, we're going to cut our vegetables, season everything, and so on and so on. So what I was saying to over here was I seasoned everything with apple cider vinegar, sprinkled some umami. I do both sides too. Smoked paprika, Tony's Creole, and black garlic. This black garlic's really good. It's just so good. It's kind of smoky, which is nice. Oh, another side note, the steaks aren't from anywhere fancy. They're from Trader Joe's, so super easy. And before I lived next to a Trader Joe's, I used to get them at Kroger in the fresh section. So we're going to go ahead and cut our Brussels sprouts. So what I do is I cut the butt, I like to call it the butt, of the Brussels sprout off. So this stem part, I cut off. I just dropped a Brussels sprout leaf. The dog's trying to eat it. Did you eat it? Oh, no. And then I like to half and then cut them again. So I don't know what that's called. Cube them? I cube them. And all of the leaves that fall off, like so, you just leave them and they'll get extra crispy. One, two, three, four. So, as always, if anybody has any questions about health and fitness, feel free to ask them. I'm here to answer your questions and cook with you. And then I have this riced cauliflower. If you don't have riced cauliflower, just do normal cauliflower. Okay. I like to set my trash off to the side. So again, I'm just cutting these Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to cut this part off right here and then half it and then do another half. So I'm going to cube them. So cut this part off right here, this stem, half, cube. The tinier the pieces, the crispier they'll get, which is what we want. And we are going to cook our vegetables at 500 degrees today. We're going to cook the steaks at 500. You will have to watch them a little bit closer to make sure nothing burns, but it'll be fine. If you don't have time to just stand in the kitchen and watch them, I recommend turning the oven back down to like 425. It will take it a little bit longer, but it'll be fine. Okie doke. There's that. And again, I'm doing potatoes over here. So let me grab those. Oh, goodness. And I'm just going to dice those. And I'll walk you guys through the seasoning and everything too. Okie doke. So we have everything chopped and hello! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you got to make it. Okay, we're cooking filet mignon, Brussels sprouts, riced cauliflower, and then another filet mignon, Brussels sprouts, and potato. Okay, so I'm going to use avocado oil to, oh, where's the front of that? There we go. Avocado oil. I always measure my oils, okay? Always, always, always measure them. So what I find is when people think they're eating healthy, they'll drizzle olive oil on their vegetables, and then I keep touching this microphone because I'm not used to it. And then it will be like they've eaten 5 tablespoons of olive oil, which we all know is a lot of calories, but also a ton of fat. Okay, we're going to use garlic powder, everything but the bagel, which we're running out. We might only have a little bit, and onion salt. So I'm going to put everything but the bagel on my cauliflower rice and garlic on there. And then I'm going to, I didn't put any olive or avocado oil on the cauliflower because it's kind of not moist, but it retains water. And so I didn't put any on there because I want to dry it out and make it crispy. But the Brussels sprouts and the potato, I put avocado on. I'm going to massage the avocado in there, and then we'll put the seasonings on there so the seasonings stick. Okay, so garlic powder on the potato. I heavily season everything, like heavily. Okie doke. Now, we're still waiting for the oven to heat up. And then once the oven's done heating, it will be a really fast process. The steaks will cook fast and everything. And I'll use this meat thermometer to make sure that the steaks are done. I like to eat mine like medium well to well done. And then, so I think that's like 150 or 160 degrees. Don't quote me on that, but that's what we're gonna cook it at today. A little pro tip, clean as you cook. Just makes it so much easier, and then you'll be done when you're done eating. So again, these are the steaks. We're making fillets. I can't turn them too much because, there we go. There's lots of juice down in there. But this is what they look like. They're gonna be so good. Right now we're heating our cast iron skillet, and we'll take that out and it will be very sizzly, so we'll have to watch out. I've stained clothes from oil splatter. And then tonight for dessert, I'm having a flax muffin, which I could also show on here, but I'm gonna go live in a specific Facebook group. And I'm pairing mine with an arugula salad. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together. So if you're looking for like a really good low carb salad base, this entire package is 35 calories and high in protein, as 4 grams of protein and only 3 carbs for the entire thing. I'm not going to eat the entire thing, just a little bit. And I'll just drizzle some lime juice on there, out of lemon. going to put a little bit of this citrus garlic seasoning. It looks like this. I'm going to put a little bit of this on there. If you can eat dairy, highly recommend doing like a goat cheese salad or like goat cheese mashed potatoes or goat cheese mashed cauliflower. So good. I don't eat dairy anymore, but I used to, and I used to eat that meal a lot. So we're just waiting for this to finish heating, and then we'll get into the action. And I also hope you guys can hear me pretty good. Let me know if you can. If you can't, I guess that's an issue. Almost 10 more degrees. The countdown is on. So what we're going to do is singe both sides, and I'll pour the juice in there too and let them stay juicy. But we're going to not singe, sear both sides, and then we'll put them back in there to bake. We'll put our vegetables in there to bake, and we'll let it cook for like 10-ish minutes, and then we'll check on it, flip them over, cook them for maybe another 10 minutes, and we'll be done. Okay, oven mitt is ready. So when this gets out, because of the oil, it'll be a little steamy. Okay, and I'm just going to toss it in there. And then they've sat long enough over on this side, so we're just gonna flip them. So we flip them, we're gonna place them in the oven that way. Let them cook for 10 minutes. We're gonna put our vegetables in there too. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Mic is low, real low. If I talk louder, can you hear me better? Let me know that. We're making filet mignon tonight with a side of Brussels sprouts and cauliflower rice. Let me know if I talk louder, if the mic is better. So we're gonna just let this cook for 10 minutes. While we're cooking this, I can also go ahead and show you guys how to make a flax muffin, because I'm gonna have one later. And if it's already ready, that's perfect. So let me get a coffee mug. Okay, I'm gonna start another video over on this platform too to create a flax muffin. What you're going to do. Okay, while dinner's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make our dessert. and I think this is a sweet treat. It's just a flax muffin in a mug. So I have this big mug right here, so it will hold a lot. I'm going to melt 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Okay, 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. We're gonna melt this first. I find this works the best. If you melt the coconut oil first, everything will mix better, rather than doing like putting everything in there and then doing the whole thing. You'll need 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal, baking powder, fruit if you want to add fruit, and I think that's it. Okay, so we're going to take our mug out, put 1/4 a cup of flaxseed, and this is just the milled. You want it to be ground, so you want it to be chopped up. If you just have whole flax seeds, you can chop it yourself. Just put it in a coffee grinder. I used to have to do that, so put it in a coffee grinder and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to add this in there. I'll need that again. I'm going to add 1 egg. Also, how cute is this storage? A clear egg container. I'm obsessed. You're gonna mix this together. Oh, you need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to put some raspberries in mine and it will bake together. And I'm also going to put some chocolate stevia. I've never done that before. If you just have plain stevia or like the stevia powder packets, that works. Or if you have liquid vanilla stevia, that works. I'm going to use this chocolate flavored stevia. I've never done this before, but I think it will be good. Just 1 full dropper of that, and then I'm also going to add some almond extract. I'm obsessed with almond extract. Because it makes everything taste like a birthday cake. If you didn't know, that's the flavor of a birthday cake. So now what we're going to do is mix this like so into like a thick paste consistency. Felt like something just bit me. Okay, should look like that, and it should look like that. So everything's stirred together. I'm going to place some raspberries on top. I'm going to place, actually, 1/4 cup of raspberries. You could do blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, Blueberries would be like a blueberry muffin, a really healthy one. And then I'll put another 1/4 cup of raspberries on top. But you're going to microwave this for 1 minute and 30 seconds. While it's microwaving, I just put everything away. And this bag of flaxseed is from Costco. And you can also sprinkle some cinnamon on top. That'd be really good. And we're about to check on our food. Get your oven mitt right here. We'll wait until this is done. 10. So once the muffin's done, I'll show you it, and whenever I go to eat it later, I'll add like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and the 1/4 cup of raspberries with a little sprinkle of cinnamon. And this is what it looks like. And then when it's hot, the peanut butter will melt, and it's so delicious. And add another cup of raspberries on there, and it's really, really good. This is what our dessert turned out to look like. Packed with fiber and tastes like a sweet treat. So that is how you make a flax muffin in a mug. Okay, back to dinner, because it's almost done, I can tell. We're going to flip the steaks first. Let's see where they're at temperature-wise. So in about 10 minutes, I think they'll be good. Our vegetables are looking delish. Alexa, how much time is left on our timer?
You have 20 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Alexa, cancel timer.
10-minute timer canceled.
Alexa, set another timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
So, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the peanut butter on there. So it's nice and melty. This is my favorite peanut butter of all time. It's so good. It looks like this. I think it's Smucker's, but there's no added sugars in it. And I'll do a little taste test of this one because I've never tried the chocolate stevia in there. That just came to me today. Craving some chocolate. Also, if you want to put chocolate chips in there, by all means, go ahead. That'd be so delicious. I mainly just eat this because of the peanut butter, let's be honest. Let's see if it tastes chocolatey. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, wait, I feel like that's the best one that I've ever made. By far 100%, so delicious. Dessert before dinner? So, so good. I've always wanted to do like, if anybody watches YouTube, like a mukbang. I think those videos are so fun where you just like sit and eat and talk. I guess I should have just been a little bit more prepared for this one and started it a little bit like when the oven was already preheated, so we didn't have to wait for that. And it would have been like the perfect time. But that's okay. It's still been a good time. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer?
You have 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Okay, literally just a little bit longer, like maybe 2 minutes, because they're getting there. Did I already flip them? I can't remember. And our vegetables are getting nice and crispy. Yum. Okay. The steaks are at like 135 right now, and I kind of want them to be at 140. So we'll just wait until they're there. And my vegetables are good. Nobody saw that. Perfect. See, they're already there. Okay, I'm going to plate this. So get my cauliflower and Brussels sprouts over here. I think this one's mine. Almost messed up there. And we're going to pour that extra juice on there. And then it is completely ready, and I'm going to put a little bit of this steak sauce on there, but this is how it turned out. It looks delicious. And I'm gonna add the steak sauce. This is completely sugar-free, which I like. There's just a little bit left in there. Gonna have to buy some more. But thanks for tuning in. And Wednesday, we're going to make tilapia, kale, green beans, and tomatoes with jasmine rice. So come back and watch that recipe.